Alright, so today I'm going to be reacting to Purple Kiss Ponzona, but first, alright, a little bit about me. Since I'm not TikTok famous or anything famous, I've been dancing for over 20 years, choreographing, directing, and teaching for over 15. Been dancing since I was 8, started competing since high school, co-founded a competitive hip-hop dance company called Family Business in 2004, toured with a professional hip-hop dance theater company called Antics, danced with artists such as Jonathan Varay, Lanita Smith, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Kool and the Gang, had the opportunity to perform at events such as Choreographers Carnival, Universal City Walk Exhibition, World of Dance, and Rose Parade, worked with organizations such as Culture Shock, Mixed Elements, Moving On Productions, and I currently run a hip-hop entertainment company called Temper Tantrum. Make sure you go check them out because they do reaction videos as well, and also create amazing original dance content that I think you guys will love. This came in strong. That's cute, so to speak. Yeah, it's like very different shapes, very different vibe from what I normally see. Yeah, dynamics, like, I guess because I've watched so much, it's like today the dynamics aren't like speaking to me as loudly because it's like the millionth video I've seen today. I love what's happening here with this reach, and then the fingers kind of like closing, and I'm really hoping that we get a nice shot of how, I'm not sure how they're gonna frame that, but I hope we get a good shot of that because there's a lot of hands and you can't, it's gonna suck to just focus on one hand. Maybe like a nice overhead type of shot, but I'm just curious how they're gonna execute that for filming. Yes, that is a really good way of putting it. A dark elegance. Yes, that's a great way of putting it. Great use of the floor, nice ripple. Clever. This is very like a subtle this movement right here transitioning into that, to this front three lines was an interesting transition move, and them doing small ponies in the back, boom, into this moment right here. Oh, that's like the quick chaotic moment right here. Quick it's not even chaotic, it's like, oh, it's all intentional. Out. Yeah, I think it's because the hair was still moving. It's one of those things that you don't have control over, like that I lost the shape that's happening here. Boom. Yeah, that shit happens fast. I love that little swivel on their feet as they're like da da da. Da da da. And 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Great. Dynamics, boom, boom, boom. High, like the usual, like one group higher, the outside group lower. Love the tracing from that, like really trying to like show that movement happening. Six, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This, like, where they're doing this kind of motion, or kind of like a big party fun moment, but it's not like overly like, we're having fun. Like it's not that. It's like, it is like the whole dark elegance. Love this visual right here. Still traveling into that. Okay, that's what's happening. 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. cute. Interesting transition movement right there. It's a fun, nice shape. Ooh, what is happening with the hands right there? Boom. Boom. Getting like almost like how Doctor Strange does like all these like crazy like boom boom like kind of movements. That's what I'm kind of getting from that. Do they work with the Sorcerer Supreme? So this atmosphere choreography happening that the group is doing is great, and I'm pretty sure when they frame it for the camera, you're gonna have focus on her, but on a wide, I think like there's a good chunk that are probably taller than them. It's kind of taking away from her, because even though they have that separation from her, like where she gets her moment, the fact that there's so much strong movement happening while she's singing, the attention's being brought to them instead of focusing on her. So here, so she's singing. Obviously, you want to pay attention, but again, look at the amount of intense movement that's happening while she's doing it. I don't know. It just, and I know there's other groups that's done it well, like that manages to balance it out. But I don't know, this one just feels like it's more taking away from the artist than supporting it. Ooh. Well, see, I was not expecting that. And this breakdown, I feel like, really does feel like a Billie Eilish song for that, just like that part. Because I was expecting like a big kind of like explosive movement, but instead it's more like a boom, like a little darker. Look at those fucking hands, man. That part kind of makes me think of like fucking Pan's Labyrinth. You know, the guy with the fucking eyes on his hands? That's what I'm just thinking right now. Oof. I love this because I thought they were gonna do like a super huge body roll, but they're just like, no, it is a super exaggerated fucking lean. Yeah, so I think they do a lot of things well. And one thing, to be honest, I think it's not mind-blowing. I think a lot of the choreography is executed super well. The dynamics work super well. Relative to all the other stuff I've seen, I feel like it's even though it's all executed pretty well, I feel like it checks all the boxes in terms of like what makes it look good. But I feel like, I don't know, it feels in a sense safe. It's like, okay, there's the dynamics. Here's some dance breakdown. Here's use of the floor, so to speak. They're super clean. They execute very well. The choreography matches their bodies. There's moments of it being complex, especially with how they're using the intentional fingers. It's definitely difficult. Great uses the floor and transitions, but it's like it's entertaining, and it's definitely entertaining. But I think it's also like it's definitely entertaining. That's when I'm gonna acknowledge that. But in relative to everything else I've seen today, it's not like, whoa, holy shit. It definitely doesn't have that, but it is entertaining. That's all I've got to really say. And I do love the different vibe that I'm getting from it, because it's not the bad, like the bad girl, not the cutesy, flirty, or anything like that. Like what Minnie said in the chat is like the dark elegance. So we got a nightmare. Let's see, baby purple kiss. Let me check the chat. This is Mamamoo sister group. I agree. Definitely a unique debut. I think a pretty good potential to grow with her. I'm just reading off the chat now. Future YouTube people watching, if this is their debut, I think they have a raw. Like this is a great start. I don't know if I'm going to be seeing them anytime soon, depending on who requests it. But the way it is, now that I see like their sister group, it's a very different vibe from like Mamamoo. And then this, it's like, you know, if we're going to put it into characters, like Mamamoo is like the popular, fun older sister. And then this is like the gothy, outcast, you know, misunderstood sister. So it's interesting. Two different personalities just off from thinking about those two groups. Because if you guys didn't bring that up, I wouldn't have like thought like, oh wow, that's kind of interesting. Because they're two different. Obviously, for the company doesn't want to do like another fucking clone, so it's interesting like the direction that they took. So, gothy misunderstood. Yeah, it got, you know. I feel like that's like the typical like thing that they would do in cinema. All right, that's it. So if you guys want to keep watching some more reaction videos, check out this playlist right here. There's plenty for you guys to watch. I'll see you guys in the next video.